In April, a TikTok of a female soldier hiding an AirTag in her uniform went viral. But why was she doing it?
I know exactly why she feels she needs to do that. She's exactly right.
In 2020, a female soldier was murdered at a Texas Army base. It's reopened an ongoing conversation about women's safety in the military.
It is irresponsible to rely on targeted recruitment of people of color, women, and working class people into an enterprise that cannot offer the most basic workplace accountability, securities, and retention.
My guidance counselor had a meeting with my mom and I where she basically said it would be a waste for you to send your daughter to college. The military might be a better option.
Pam joined the Air Force right after high school, in part because despite being a great student, she wasn't sure she'd have enough money for college, and the military was a means to get her there. But as a Latina from an immigrant family, her recruitment was part of a much larger issue.
The poorest, most marginalized of communities, Black and brown immigrant communities, are the ones most targeted by military recruitment.
Anayeli joined the Marine Corps also right out of high school.
Me and my parents came here as immigrants, and I didn't know how to access college.
And just like college recruiters, military recruiters are also on campus talking to students. And they offer up the benefits of joining the military. Things like big cash bonuses, potential citizenship pathways, money for college, and a way to leave home, which are all things that poorer and POC communities often need.
I wish I could say don't do it. All the benefits that they offer, they are amazing if you survive.
Military presence in schools is super common in the US because public schools risk losing funding if they don't allow recruiters on campus. And JROTC programs, which are funded by the military, also help familiarize kids with this path. But a New York Times investigation found that thousands of teens are being pushed into these programs, particularly at schools with non-white and poor populations.
Recruiters are sometimes not always 100% honest or helpful about what the experience will be.
They told me everything I wanted to hear. Their career relies on meeting their quota.
Recently, enlistment has been lower, which has led to the military doubling down on their benefits. And all of this is happening as another military issue has come to the forefront.
Her case is grabbing headlines across the nation. People want to know, where is Vanessa Guillén?
In 2020, Vanessa Guillén went missing after another soldier murdered her. On top of that, she had been sexually harassed by a superior.
I did not know what was going on for her. No one did until my sister went disappearing.
Her case brought national attention to the culture within the military that's making women feel unsafe. Anayeli has her own story.
My first year when I got to San Diego, I was sexually assaulted by quite a few Marines. So I got back to my chain of command, and then I got in trouble for it. It was like, you fucked up, and now we have to kind of sweep this under the rug.
Anayeli says she started experiencing more harassment after reporting this incident.
I had another higher boss who would just constantly kind of like bully me and like push me around like physically.
She says she felt isolated, and her strategy became to just keep her head down.
You know, like I was just embarrassed and humiliated.
In Vanessa Guillén's case, an investigation found that she had reported her harassment twice, but officials also failed to report it up the chain of command. After all of this attention on the issue, Congress passed the I Am Vanessa Guillén Act in late 2021, which is meant to make sexual harassment investigations independent of the officials that might try to cover them up. But sexual violence rates is still rising in the military according to their own data. And since Latinas are the fastest growing minority group in the military, this violence and recruitment efforts concern advocates like Pam and Anayeli.
Women and persons of color have always served in our military, even though for the majority of our history, military policies and culture have been hostile to their presence. Those groups are now serving in increasing numbers, and we need them more than ever.
If a Latino goes into the Marine Corps, which I would say, hell no, do not go at all. But if another one said, I might go to the Space Force to become an engineer, it's really important that we remember that the military branches all have different degrees of regression.
We reached out to the military for comment, and they responded with the following statement. The Department of Military Services continues to explore innovative strategies to expand the youth market and encourage others to recommend military service. The department is developing a comprehensive, broad messaging campaign to dispel misperceptions and better educate both today's youth and their influencers on countless opportunities and benefits available through the military.